Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so much for being here once again to the Skeleton's Tomb Show. Tonight, we got an awesome special guest on the show. Yes, that is correct. Tonight, we're getting savage with Savage Crucible. So make sure you guys stay tuned for the whole show because we definitely got exclusive stuff to show you as well as questions and answers. So yes, let's go ahead and get this show started. And ladies and gentlemen, please help me introduce my co-host on the show, Dead Man One. Let's go ahead and bring him on.
Hey.
What's up, Dead Man?
How we doing?
Good, bro. Good. Welcome. Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, it's definitely hump day. Got over that hump today. Got a lot of shit done at work today. No,
Nice.
Didn't cut any limbs off.
Nice. Well, that's always good to hear. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So that's very good. Awesome. All right. Well, yeah, man. We got a very special guest, and I know they're already hanging backstage. But yeah,
we got one of them here.
Awesome. The chat seems to be very excited as well, man. I'm already like losing track.
Let me get this out of the way real quick because I know everybody's gonna want it. I'm only gonna do this once tonight, guys. Here it is. I'm gonna get this out of the way right now.
Let's go. Cheers.
There we go.
Awesome. Yeah, let's see. Real quick, man. We got Kiori. Awesome. What's up, Kiori? 17. Mike is in the house. What's up, Mike? Tyler, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by. Vaz is here. Tripping with Toys is always here. Yeah, not tonight. You lucked out, man. Leaky Dumpster, what's up? We got Johnny Rhino. What's going on, man? We got Detoy Vox. That's my boy Jerry. What's going on, bro? Appreciate you being here. All right. We got Nebulaz Nexus. What's going on? Outsider Art. Thank you for stopping by. Raven's Eye Studio. What's up, Raven? And we got Struff Family. How you guys doing, man? Thank you for being here. Yeah, definitely. Very good to see you guys. All right. We got Digital Ronin.
What up, Ronin?
And we got Dr. Brantley. What's going on, my man?
Dr. Brantley seems to be a new regular. That's awesome.
Yes. I believe he's also associated with one of the live shows. I forgot which one it is. But yes, please enlighten us. All right. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, man, and being here. Let's go ahead and bring our guest on the show without wasting any further time. We do have one of the Savage Crucible. Please welcome Nikki.
Hi everybody, how's it going?
Hi Nikki, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming on and being here.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for having us. I say us because Rob will be attempting to join. He's on his way driving to Zolicon right now, so his connection isn't the best, but he's trying his best. So we'll see how it goes.
Awesome. No, that's completely understandable. Honestly, it's all good. But yes, thank you for taking the time. I knew you guys. Obviously, yeah, like you mentioned, super busy. You got Zolicon and all the other stuff going on. But thank you for being here. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Super excited. There's a lot going on right now, both in personal lives and toy world as well. So.
Oh yeah, I know about that. I got a lot going on myself. A lot of stuff I can't tell you guys yet, so don't ask me, chat.
And ditto, but we can talk about some stuff.
For sure. Well, hopefully we can talk about some little stuff. I know we shared this backstage, but yes, I've met you guys, a couple times in person, and I love your toy line, obviously, and I'm always I just love talking to you guys. You guys are so awesome, very chatty, very friendly, and you guys really care about what people's opinions and what they got to say and the feedback. So, yeah, I just really wanted to share, some of this experience with our audience here tonight with the chat. And if they got any questions for us, maybe we can answer some of them as much as we can, of course, as much as we can.
Definitely.
But yeah, maybe just give us a little bit about yourself, just a background. What is it that you do with Savage Crucible?
Yeah, so I've been collecting in my adult life for about 11 years now. I got involved with Savage Crucible kind of early on in the concept stage. Rob was just bouncing some concepts off of me just to get some feedback. Obviously, I met Rob through when he was running my action figure customs, which was a 3D printing company that made custom parts primarily for Mythic Legions and the fantasy genre. He was able to get an amazing group of artists, 3D artists and designers together for that company. And so I was really excited about all those designs and, you know, giving him feedback at that time. And when it came around that he and the artists were interested in creating their own action figure company, I was able to see some early designs and just give some feedback. And then kind of further on into the process, he did ask me to join in as a painter and essentially like consultant on the line. And so it's kind of been a whirlwind ever since. It's been a few years of that. So yeah.
Awesome. Wow. All right. And yeah, you guys have been honestly like pretty successful. And how does it feel now to be like, you know, where you are?
Good. It still feels like, you know, the line, the Savage Crucible line is very early on still, and we're still in the process of fulfilling all of the waves from the Kickstarter. So it wasn't your typical Kickstarter in that there's one wave and it's all supposed to deliver at the same time. And so it's kind of like the staggered release. And I'm very happy that wave 1 is out and like rolling for almost a year now with that. And wave 2 is like just on the horizon. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get it out before Lunar New Year. And there was a little bit of a delay with that, with the soft goods. It just kind of held up. Some things were done from the wave. Some other things that had soft goods were not. And so it pushed us back into like the April timeframe for that. But I'm really excited for wave 2 to hit because I think it'll round out the line a lot more than just having the Lizardmen, the Lemurians out.
Agreed. Yes. Because yeah, definitely you guys are starting to bring variety now of characters and figures into the line. So yeah, exactly. You're right. Definitely adds up more like lore, I guess you could say, to it.
Yeah, and just variety. I know, you know, a lot of people are very vested in the humans, and you know, other thing. A lot of people are into creatures and very like creature heavy because they can mix and match with a lot of different lines. But there's a whole other contingent of people, and there of course is some overlap. But there's a whole other contingent of people that are really interested in the humans. So.
Yeah, we have possibly the biggest Savage Crucible fan in our chat right now.
Yeah.
Studio. He is all about you guys. All about you. As a matter of fact, I was in a spot where when Savage Crucible was just hitting the market, and I was like, I can't get any. He sent me one.
Oh, and that's so nice.
Yeah, I gotta say, I was amazed by the articulation as well. You sent me the purple lizard guy with like the silver teeth of what in the mouth and stuff.
Yeah, the Shadow Slate. Yeah.
Great figure. I'm more into horror, so I don't really know that much about your line, but I have been watching. I'm actually pretty excited about some of the pictures that Skelly has loaded up to go over tonight.
Excellent. Yeah. Raven's Eye, amazing photographer, and really has led the charge with like weekly posts from a whole contingent of photographers to work on Savage Crucible, and it's been awesome seeing what these guys do with the line. And they actually helped us out with our promo shots for our most recent reveal, which is the Albino Lemurian exclusive, which is about to hit this weekend at ZoloCon.
Nice. Yeah, we actually do have some photos of that. Maybe we can go ahead and show it and go over it real quick. I think, did you guys have a sample of this at LA Comic-Con as well? Because
we did not. It had not yet been revealed. So yeah, it's okay. Been. I think the first time we kind of hinted at it was earlier this year, or maybe at the end of last year. Yeah.
Yeah, which is it's this guy right here.
Yeah. So this is probably the last Lemurian we will do for a long time because, as you know, we've gotten several Lemurians out now with Wave 1, and then we had a surprise drop of Vateris Ray Pax. And now this guy. And so, you know, now this is the last one. Now it's time for the humans and the shapeshifters to come out with Wave 2.
Nice. Yeah, this guy just looks awesome. I
Yeah,
love
the sun though. It looks like the sun might hurt him. He looks a little albino.
He is definitely
I love
albino.
that,
Yeah,
bro.
he's
Yeah, I love the albino color. It's awesome.
very light sensitive.
How does that work
This is,
when they're cold blooded though? That's what I want to know because
Yeah.
they need the heat, but they can't be directly in the sun, right?
Yeah, well, I had the good fortune to work with a few albino snakes, including the one that this one is modeled after. He was about a 12-foot reticulated albino python. I also worked with an albino alligator, and they all have different needs, but they are to some degree light sensitive. And so when you have them in human care, you can have all kinds of artificial lighting and heating, and that's okay. But yeah, if they are out in the outdoor environment, they don't do that well because there is that issue.
Nice. No, this one looks awesome. We even have like a close up here of the head.
Yeah,
this looks wow.
And the originally when I did the paint master for this, I did it in a an iridescent like pearlescent white paint, but they were able to get that pearlescent effect with the plastic itself and the paint apps on top of that, which is
nice. Very nice. And then here's another one. We have this this is with a different head on.
Yeah, this figure comes with 3 different heads.
Wow.
And this is just one of those options. The frilled lizard head. It comes with the head with the frill down, the head with the frill out, and then the other more like dinosaur-like head that you showed initially.
Wow.
This is the you're not going to make it off Jurassic Park Island head.
Yeah, that's definitely the one. Wow, that's awesome. 3 different heads. That's amazing. That's amazing. And again, yeah, the soft goods, just wow.
Yeah, and a nice scabbard with some real chain coming off the belt for that figure.
This is crazy.
And this photo is by Raven's Eye Studios. So.
Oh, nice, Raven.
Wow, shout out to Raven, man. Look at him.
Raven.
Woo. All right. Yeah, this figure looks sick. Yeah, I can't wait. This looks awesome, man.
Yeah, and he's got new armor to the line. So armor that was not on wave 1, 2, or 3. So that's a nice, even though he's another Lemurian, it's nice to like just mix it up with some new parts, new weapons, new armor.
So you said in the Kickstarter you had like different lines going earlier. So it wasn't all like included like right away. So you're working, you're working at different things and different things and different things as they come out. How much new stuff were you able to add to the figures that weren't like necessarily known about in the Kickstarter?
Yeah, so I think the only other Kickstarter that I can think of that kind of did this type of wave structure is Creative Beast Studios with their Beasts of the Mesozoic line, which is like dinosaurs, basically. Yeah. And pretty much everything that came with those figures for our Kickstarter was shown up front, like the accessories and everything. However, what was shown was either color renderings or very early Paint Master prototypes when they were still in like 3D printed form. Couldn't articulate them at all. It was just a true Paint Master prototype. And so there, as far as like adding things, I think the only thing that was added was just further embellishments from the original design. So like, for example, wave 3, the Fishman, we knew that one of the 4 figures was going to be done in like a clear plastic with some paint apps on top, which gave us this really cool fish-like effect. Yeah. But as the design like marched on, we were able to get that effect on all of the fish. And so that was like a change that kind of naturally evolved that we thought was really cool. So there is a little bit of a change with the paint apps there, but we think it's like an improvement of what was originally shown. Nice. So not necessarily like adding accessories or anything. It's just like adding enhancements.
Yeah, just making a little bit better than you thought it was because as you're going on as a company, you're finding more things you can do. So
exactly,
might as well surprise people with it.
Exactly, and we could see like really the capability of the paint skill of the folks at the factory, and so it's like, all right, well, they're this good. Let's go as far as we can with it.
Nice. Yeah, and the chat seems to agree. Again, they're just loving the line. Shoot Me says Rapex is so good. He says beautiful head sculpts. Joe says, I think I have 17 Limerines now.
Wow.
That's dedication, man. That's amazing. Outsider Art says new favorite. Mike says that Rapex and Royal Guards are my favorite. He also says the paint job on Rapex is absolutely incredible. Yeah, Johnny says that's sick. Excellent shots. And also Raven says, was such an honor to be able to do this and work with everybody else.
Yeah, they did a great job.
Okay.
And it was important to us. It was important to us to involve the community photographers because they've done so much with the line so far. Yeah,
that's amazing. And just the simple fact that you guys do that, honestly, just like kind of already like puts you, you know, at a different, like, I want to say like level, you know, from other companies.
There's not a lot of companies out there that go that far out of their way to bring people in the community into things.
So definitely make you guys stand out. So that's awesome. That's just another plus for you guys. So
awesome.
It also, I'm sure it also makes more people that were slightly interested actually buy.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because Rob got his start, you know, with the customizer community, including myself. I was customizing a lot. And it was really interesting to see that with Savage Crucible, it hasn't had as strong as a response with the customizing community, but a really strong response with the photography community. So it was just a nice contrast there. And I think part of that is just because like right out of the gate, the figures had so many customizing options available to them. And so there was just a lot of pop and swap capability and not necessarily a lot of room or need for people to feel like they wanted to customize the figures. So interesting outcome.
That's got to actually feel kind of nice though. Right?
Yeah, honestly, yes.
I mean, as a customizer, you'd think, well, you know, this is great and it's customizable, whatever. And then you make up your own toy line and nobody wants to customize it. So that's got to feel good.
Yes, it does.
Speaking of customizing, actually, is that what led you guys to? I was also going to show this. You guys are making head packs, correct? Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
is that what led you guys to start making those just to be able to customize?
Yeah, it was geared towards, you know, a lot of us are customizers. Again, we were like heavily utilizing 3D parts, so it's like, why not build those options into the line? And so the customizing options from the Kickstarter came in character packs. And so just the way the Kickstarter was structured, it had to be that way. But as the line goes on, those like alternate head options and things like that can be included with the character itself. Just like you see with the albino, it comes with 2 extra heads, right? Whereas in the Kickstarter, those extra heads for that character would have come in a separate character pack. So as we go on, it's going to be a little bit more simplified, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Right on. Awesome. And we actually do also have pictures of those head packs. You guys have more than one, right?
Yeah. So this is Wave 2. This is not out yet. Again, there are certain elements of Wave 2 that are finished and ready to go. Other parts, other figures that have soft goods are still getting finished at the factory right now. And so this is a picture of one of those character packs from Wave 2. And this one I'm super excited about because just like different unique head options, a full armor set, just some crazy weapons that Kevin DeLise sculpted, like crazy fist weapons and some other things. Just really elaborate weapons has just been like really cool to see in the line, and just a lot of variety and uniqueness right out of the gate.
Yeah, that is great.
Seriously. This is packed. Like it's
there's a lot more than heads in there.
Yeah, there's pauldrons, there's chest armor, waist armor, there's a cartographer's kit that like attaches to the belt, there's a huge fist weapon, a big old axe, a huge sword that has runes on it, 2 different heads. The bald head that you see on the left, it has a removable helm and also a removable eye patch. Yeah, and I can't even remember like what else is in there because there's like 2 trays of stuff. It's not just the first tray that you have. There's stuff in there too. Yeah.
There's a shit ton of stuff in there.
Yeah. I definitely will say I think the character packs are underrated. Like even if you only have like one figure of Savage Crucible and have other fantasy figures like Zestray or Mythic Legions, like you can use all those weapons for those characters too.
Yeah.
So there's just a ton of variety.
Wow, yeah, and then this is the other pack as well. This is crazy. Wow, like these heads look crazy.
That skull looks like it belongs in the back of a motorcycle jacket.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so there's a shield with some nice blood effects on it. There's a grappling hook, belt accessory, couple fist weapons, not a drinking horn, but like a horn. Two helmets, and those side attachments are totally interchangeable with Nashorn, who is a character in Wave 2. And there's an alternate head for the Jaeger figure, which is that shape-shifting werewolf type character that's also in Wave 2.
Yeah.
A lot going on there.
Yeah, man.
You're making me a believer here.
I know, yeah. No, honestly, I mean, I've seen these figures like in person too, and in hand, and yeah, some of these photos just don't even do them justice. Like Deadman mentioned earlier, the articulation is just like honestly, I want to say probably one of the best out there for the size and for the scale, and details and the sculpt is definitely there. So yeah.
Yeah, I do have one of them. I understand everything you're saying.
Okay. Yeah, and I think, Skelly, you probably saw like a very early prototype of some of those Wave 2 figures when you came to LA Comic-Con.
Yes. I did. And I was actually there for like 30 minutes just standing looking at everything. I was just like, oh my God. Speaking of which, one of the ones that I saw is the new one that you guys are bringing out, Sir Elric. Am I pronouncing him right?
Oh, Elric, yes. Elric of Melniboné. hard to pronounce.
Melniboné.
This guy right here.
I do like this. I've seen photos of this over the place.
So this is a very old school science fiction character from the pages of Michael Moorcock's novels. So 70s, 80s. Inspiration for later fantasy characters that might look familiar, like Witcher and some other things.
I was just going to ask you if this is going to come in a red variant. Is that a question you can't answer?
Well, I can't answer that. We'll see how that evolves. But yeah, I did see one of the folks here that joined the chat has the helmeted head that comes with this character as their avatar, so that was really cool to see.
Oh, awesome, right on. Yeah, I'm trying actually to pay attention to the chat also. We do have
they're going nuts.
Tyler wants to know, there it is right here, will the helmet from the accessories pack fit on Krager?
Yes, everything is interchangeable. The only exceptions right now with the line is that the fishmen, they have kind of like a hunched torso, and so their chest armor is not compatible with like a Lemurian or a human, but that is the only, in their heads, that is the only exception I can think of right now. Everything's interchangeable.
Wow.
Awesome. Yeah. Right on. Yeah, the packs are great. Shoot Me says. Vaz, definitely need to get that when it comes out. Yeah, again, the chat just seems to love it. Killzone says, Savage is not just one of my new favorite toy lines, but everyone on the team is awesome and enjoy talking to everyone.
Awesome.
Again, yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
a fact. Kudos to you guys, for really doing that. Real World says, wow, the pack to the max. I'll buy that with the quickness. Yes, sir.
Sweet.
Shoot Me is excited for Shapeshifter. You mentioned Shapeshifter.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
like if you at first glance you'd probably be like, oh, it's like a werewolf character, but it kind of represents like a whole race of shapeshifters, and the story behind it is that they have, every individual is different. They each have an affinity towards a particular animal. So Jaeger, for example, his like beast affinity is to a wolf, and so different shapeshifters can shapeshift into varying degrees of that creature. So right now what we know about Jaeger is he can partially change into a semi-wolf form.
Nice.
Yeah.
Also, we have Hoodcast AF in the chat. What's up, guys?
What's up, Hoodcast?
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. It's
Yeah.
this is all new to me. I should probably get a mouse because the pad is really irritating.
But yeah, the second graphic novel is going to focus specifically on Jaeger, so you can we'll all learn more about him at that time, because I know as much as y'all do. So
I find that hard to believe, but we can leave it there, no problem.
Yeah, I'm definitely personally excited for this guy. Wow. Definitely gonna have to cop for sure. Is gonna be a must-have.
yeah, and that scabbard on his back is just like massive. That sword and scabbard is just massive. With a really nice soft goods cape as well.
And I love the sword, and I love the colorway that you guys went with the sword. The black with the red is just sick. Absolutely love that.
And all your soft goods are done by Strip Friendly Craft, correct?
Yes. So thus far in the line, yes.
Yeah, and they had a big problem, and is that's one of the things holding you guys back right now, or for a while?
No. It just with the factory, it takes for Wave 2 specifically, just having the soft goods manufactured, not designed but manufactured, was a bit of a delay for Wave 2.
Awesome. And when can we expect Sir Elric to be released?
Yeah, Elric is estimated to ship from the factory, I believe, in Q3 2025. All of those ETAs are always listed and updated as we know more information on the front page of the website. So that's probably like our most frequently asked question is like, when's this due out? Is there any update on Wave 2? And all of that is kept updated on the front page of SavageCrucible.com.
Awesome. And yeah, I mean, you guys for the most part are really transparent with the community. So you just let everybody know and keep everyone updated. That's awesome.
And sometimes there isn't news to share, and so we try to share it as soon as we have information. And estimates are estimates. Sometimes variety of factors can happen with shipping and supply chain and factory stuff. So we do our best to try to get those estimates accurate, but we're getting better at it. We're learning a lot along the way.
Awesome. Very cool. Shomi says, "Oh my God, you got me sweating over Jaeger." Raven's Eye Studio says the Bounty Hunters Guild may have to get a few of those as well. Kiori, my good friend, says, thank you to Savage for sending me over Vitris Repex. Got some heat planned with him.
Excellent.
Awesome,
dude.
Yeah,
your stuff.
I can't wait to see it either, bro. Dope stuff. What else? There was, I think, a question earlier. Leaky Dumpster was asking about the albino. Said something about any plans to get it after the con.
Yeah, this guy. Yes. So in that initial announcement, we announced that he's going to make his first appearance at Zolicon. He is also going to be available from our partnering retailers as of April 1st. So every retailer that has ordered from us before, their allotment will be based on their previous order quantities. And he'll be the same price if you pick him up at a con. He'll be at all of the con circuit for the year. That list is on the front page of SavageCrucible.com. And then he'll also be at retailers starting April 1st. Same price.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, $50 at con, $50 from retail.
Perfect. That's great.
Yeah, that is very great. Wow. Amazing. Keeping it fair for everybody so that way everyone can get a chance.
Yeah, I mean, look, like we're all collectors, so we get the whole we're disappointed too if something's only available at a con across the country. That's we do our best to try and hustle and get friends to try and get it for us, but we are trying to make it accessible to everyone and fair, and still allow the people that show up to the con to get it first. You got to
give them something.
They're dropping a lot of money and time and energy to get there, so they should get something, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fair, absolutely. But yeah, still, I mean, that's amazing, and that you guys do that. And honestly, I can speak for the community when we say we really appreciate you guys doing something like that.
Yeah, and we're definitely open to feedback, and all of that. Constructive feedback is always welcome.
Awesome. Well, Hotcast says I may be in the market for my first Savage. Yes.
Nice. Yeah.
And then, of course, Raven follows up with Do
It.
Yeah.
Do it.
The original Lemurian Savage and the original slate sold out pretty quick across like all retailers and even our stock. So that is a rare item. But yeah, there's other things in the works. So.
Awesome. Well, we actually still got a few more things.
I have an off the wall question that I've been wanting to ask.
Oh,
and I wasn't gonna ask, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Do you know what a slee stack is?
I do not.
Well, then never mind. I was gonna ask you if you guys were gonna rip off the slee stacks and put them in your line, but never mind. They're from Land of the Lost. It was a live action show of some people that got stuck back in time when I was like a little kid. There was this lizard race called the slee stacks.
Okay.
You might be able to get the 50 and over crowd.
I'm almost there, just not quite there.
Yeah, I just hit 50 in January, so my boss has been giving me a lot of shit about it.
Yeah, I'll be closer to 50 in July than I am to 40. So
honestly, you guys both don't look a day over 40, honestly. But again,
thanks, Kelly.
Thank you.
I tell this guy, look at him. No, but you guys, seriously, again, amazing stuff that you're doing, and I do have some more photos of those head sculpts or head packs.
Yeah.
I wanted to show, and these are more of like close-ups. Some of them are even on the body here to see how it fits.
Yeah, so this is an unpainted factory sample body. This is not something that is available to purchase, but I took these pictures just to showcase those character packs on the Wave 2 body.
Yeah.
So, yeah, please, if you share these, don't say, "Oh, it's a finished product." It's not a finished product.
Well, the first thing you would hear is like, "Why isn't there any paint on the body?"
Why isn't there any paint?
Right.
Trust me, like we literally hear it all, and it's always a struggle to try and like get accurate information out there. But yeah, this is armor from the one character pack. I'm sorry, I can't remember the names of each character pack, and it has the helmet from a different character pack.
It's all good. I don't blame you. I mean, it's all good. The names are very complex sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But this helmet looks amazing. This helmet looks sick.
Yeah. So this helmet, it comes
good
in the character pack, but personally, I think it will look the best on the character Nashorn and like the armor that particular character has, because he comes with a lot of like reds and oranges, and so I think it'll just look awesome on that character.
Awesome. Yes. And we have other ones that are also like displayed.
Yes. So this is I believe everything from that one character pack on a Wave 2 unpainted factory sample body. And I love that mustache head. That's very signature Kevin Delai's sculpting. He has the removable helm. I don't have any like proper fantasy barbarians in my collection. And so Wave 2 is exciting because it's like finally some like true barbarians with like mismatched worn armor. That's just like a lot of variety, and just, I'm really excited about this.
Me too. This, you're right. That head, especially, I was gonna say, because it's so like new, from you guys. So it's awesome. I love that whole mustache and the fact that you can.
Yeah, this is giving me some serious Man at Arms vibes.
Yeah, and he has like this really gnarly scar that comes down all the way across his scalp down to his eye. So he does have an injured eye, and that's, hence the patch option as well.
Very cool.
Yeah, Conquest. Thanks, Ravens. The Conquest pack and the Raider pack. That's what they're called.
Raven saves the day.
Thank you. It's been a long day.
Thanks, Raven. Thank you, sir. No, that's awesome. I was trying to also just address the chat as well. they're saying looks amazing. Somebody said, "Oh, Savage Crucibles make perfect enemies for King Conan."
Yes, yeah, that's
All right,
that's a thing, and that's
they really
a
do.
lot of thought put into that exact type of thing.
Nice.
So
Shumi says that's
I found one.
badass. The Raider, yes.
Oh,
yes.
nice. Yeah, you got your Shadow Slate.
Yeah, and like it's like I said, I'm blown away by the articulation in this thing. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. It's different. It's a new take. Like the way you have like the twists available on both sides of the joint on all the limbs basically. It's a different thing, guys. If you guys don't have one of these, you should probably just grab one just to mess around with it. And thank you again, Raven, for sending this to me.
Awesome. Very
Amazing.
cool. And like, you know, the articulation and just the design in general and the choices were just done by collectors for collectors essentially.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Shu says absolutely love the colors on the horns, I guess.
Yeah.
Helmet.
Yep.
Kiori says the details, accessories, articulation, and overall build quality are phenomenal. These figures can hit poses I have wanted to do for years. So thankful to be part of this community.
Awesome. And we're happy to have you.
Well, that's what happens when you stop doing just Power Rangers, Kiori.
Hey, we appreciate you, Kiori. Love you, bro.
Yeah, we do. We do appreciate you.
Also, Shu like to say that Savage puts out the best weapons I have ever had. The details on the sculpting, the paint, and the durability, outstanding.
Awesome. Yeah, it was really important. You know, I don't design the weapons, but you know, being a fan of the genre, it was really important to me. And this is a lot of the feedback that I gave to Rob was that it's really important to me for each like race and character even to have weapons really specific to that character. That's not to say that things won't be reused, but I don't want to see a dwarf sword reused for a bunch of different creatures and that kind of thing. Like I feel like fantasy unique weapons that have a story are really, really important.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that.
True.
Yeah, I like the fact that you pay attention to that. It's like the little details like that really makes a figure stand out from another one, you know, and just have something that's unique to it. Awesome.
Right. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, let's see. I do have here's a close-up of this. This is your favorite head here.
Yeah. And I'll say, I think this is the first time of us sharing the news that the Wave 2 figures will have face print technology.
Okay.
So you get a lot more capability with the shading that makes it a lot more realistic. So I'm very excited about this.
Awesome. So
I'm really liking those giant stitches in his head.
Oh, it's brutal.
I love that.
Savage, if you will.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to get at least that head sculpt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Need
Yeah.
that.
I dig it. It's just very different from
Yeah.
what's out there. And, you know, it definitely hits a certain like 80s aesthetic for sure.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
So this is like exclusive content that we're showing right here, right now.
Yeah, yeah. I've never I literally just got these in hand the other day, took these photos. So first time showing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So wow, exclusive for the tomb. Nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Definitely.
Yeah, dude, look at those stitches, man. Wow. Insane.
Yeah. Brutal staples there.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it is. That is very, very cool.
Yeah.
And the one blinded eye, because of it, it carries down through the
Yeah.
chin. Look at that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But somehow he's got all of his teeth still.
I know. Yeah.
No,
Very white teeth.
cool.
You know, can't
It would have looked weird if you did that.
he carries a toothbrush.
I understand the choice. It would look really weird if you'd had.
I mean, it's you can still keep your teeth and just have a nasty ass like scar on your face. You know, like it's okay. Like, that can still happen.
Yes.
Like
Yes, Kelly, it's true. It's true.
It is possible.
But no, seriously, that head just looks sick. And again, I'm usually one into like, obviously as my name says, like more into skeleton type, undead type, zombie type. But this human head is just sick. I love the stitches, look insane. And yeah, like Deadman mentioned, the eye just looks awesome. I can't wait, man. This got me excited, honestly. Like I'm ready for wave 2.
Yeah, it's just gonna be so different from wave 1. Like I just think it's gonna add a lot of variety right off the bat. So, And Deadman, I don't know if you've seen the graphic novel, but it is pretty graphic and brutal, so it might appeal.
Oh yeah.
Where can we pick up the graphic novel?
Let's see. Right now, I can't remember. It might be on the website right now. There's still an in-stock sale going, so it might be available for purchase on the website, but it's definitely available at the conventions.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And really great artwork from Rubis and written by Abraham Kawa. So good stuff there.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out if I'm able to pick a copy up.
And we got I also wanted to announce exclusive content for this show. For anyone that is going to ZolaCon. Not only will it be the first appearance of the albino, but it will also, the first 50 people to the table will get an extra blind bag assortment of weapons. So when people started buying the figure of Viteris Ray packs, it came with a whole new blind bag assortment of weapons. So they're starting to get like these different clear,
that's a cool paint job.
Whole assortment of different colors of weapons. So these were just a couple of the ones that I personally pulled.
Yeah.
There's a whole other variety of different shapes and color combinations. I don't even know if anyone's tried to piece together how many different shapes and combinations there are. But anyways, first 50 to get to the table will get a free blind bag weapon.
Wow, guys. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just something cool, and a thank you to the people that show up.
Raven, are you going to that? Are you going to that con, or are you going to miss it? Are you feeling sad about that?
I'm feeling sad that I'm not going this weekend.
I know how you feel. I'm involved with a toy company that's just getting off the ground, and they're doing their first con at Toylanta, and
nice.
They weren't able to tell me in time for me to go, so I'm not going to make it.
Bummer.
Yeah, it is a bummer.
It's hard to arrange with the work schedule and all that. And family.
It also was like a surprise to them the way it worked out. I don't want to go too much into it because this is about you, not about them.
All good. I understand the challenges.
These weapons are just awesome. I love that blue one. That blue one is amazing.
Yeah. I really want a Como sword in blue. I know a couple people have pulled that. I have not seen it yet, but this assortment will be coming with Wave 2.
Nice.
So
nice.
More chances.
Shuki says we'll say goodbye to that table.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, with an offering like that, yeah, you will definitely have more than 50 people.
I hope so. It should be a fun con. I heard it's like in a casino, so
nice.
Pretty cool.
So people will be drunk.
Yes.
you could spend like $3 in nickels and get hammered in a casino.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Leaky says those are so good. Ravens actually said Joe Fest.
Okay. So that's coming up, I think, pretty quickly in May.
That's coming up. I thought the toy company I'm working with was going to that one, and I was like, I could totally make that. But then it turned out that it was Toylanta that they're going to.
Okay. Yeah. Toylanta's at the end of March, and then I think Joe Fest is like in June.
Yeah, I think it is June.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, speaking of cons, I actually wanted to ask, will you guys be at LA Comic-Con again this year as well?
Not this year. So they did two years in a row. I know.
Wow.
He's really trying to rotate like the areas of the country that he's visiting. And so 2 years in a row, probably give it a break this year, visit some different areas. But yeah, I mean, it'll come back around. It's just, and West Coast, California, Washington is heavily on the radar, particularly like Northern California.
So what do you plan on, what are you thinking about in Washington?
So we heard that word on the street is that Emerald City Comic Con is more of like a large pop culture show. And so we were pointed to a different, like more toy con. I
Washington Toy Fair, probably Puyallup.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I just went to the first one that was held in Kitsap County, which is the county I live in, and it was fun. I got to meet Leaky Dumpster. I met a lot of cool purveyors. There wasn't anybody there that was. I mean, there was one customizer that did a great work that had a huge booth with all kinds of work in there.
Nice.
But yeah, not a lot of actual toy companies.
Okay.
But I believe Puyallup is different. Puyallup's been going for years, and it's been getting big enough to where they can branch out and do more in a year in different areas of the state. I think 2 weeks from now, there's one in Vancouver. I'll be heading to that one, and sometime midsummer is Puyallup, and Puyallup is the big one.
Okay. Yeah, so it probably won't be this year, but looking at 2026 for that plan to come to formation. I like going, I'm from the West Coast, so I really love visiting Oregon and Washington.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
West Coast, best coast.
Especially Oregon and Washington.
Yep. Wow.
I've lived in all three states, man. I got to say, Oregon.
I mean, honestly, yeah, I do agree. As a guy who live in LA, I actually do agree. So yes, I'm not gonna argue.
I lived in NorCal when I lived in California, so I don't know what it's like living in LA or San Diego or anything like that.
It's crazy. But
the Bay Area was actually a lot of fun. I love Oakland. Oakland is one of my favorite cities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, I mean, it is good. I'm glad to hear that you guys are definitely, trying to alternate, like you mentioned, where to locate. But it also kind of sad for me because I was just starting to get in the habit of seeing you because I go there every year. It's like an annual thing for me and my girl. Like we always go there together. And I was just like getting used to seeing you guys there. I was just like, yeah. Because LA hardly gets any cool stuff. I'm gonna be honest. Like
I know it's weird. Like the Toy Con and like toy company representation is so heavily on the East Coast. It's really like kind of weird. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it is. I don't know why. Like, come on, guys, show some love over to this side of the country too. Like,
yeah. I know. I mean, I know it's a lot to like, fly across the country and go there, but I've flown across the country a bunch of times and like brought all my stuff to sell when I was like really heavily customizing and everything. I know it's a logistical pain in the butt, but I'm hoping for more West Coast representation with toy companies for sure. Hopefully. Even though I'm not on the West Coast anymore, I'm kind of a little more central these days.
Hopefully. Again, the chat, I'm just
just looking at the Toy Con schedule, it's ZolaCon this weekend, Toylanta end of March, IshCon in North Carolina in May, nice. Iron City Comic Con in Alabama, which is end of May, early June, Joe Fest in late June, Chicago Toy Show in October. There might be other things that are added along the way.
Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, it's busy schedule. I'm so happy for you guys and so excited. Also, the Toy Box says that Florida has some great cons. Just saying.
Also on the radar of picking out the best one. And IshCon, just to repeat, that is in North Carolina.
But Florida's just Florida, though. It's still Florida.
I know, yeah.
I'm just playing. Florida's fine. I've been there before. It wasn't bad. You do have to. You can't like walk. Like if there's a sidewalk and there's like not like a fence or something, you do have to watch out for alligators.
Yeah, like most people when they go, as tourists there, they do not understand that any body of water is subject to alligators.
Yeah, any body of water.
Even a pool.
Yep. Especially a pool in some places.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of our friends and viewers are in Florida. Yeah, Kiori says yes. See, now we can see him. Swamp puppies is what they're calling out.
Yep.
Well, you're in Georgia, right, Raven Eye? So you got to deal with gators too, right?
Yeah.
Well, I know I was in South Carolina a couple summers ago. My wife's parents lived there, and I saw alligators just crawling up out of ditches.
Nice. Man.
Again, just everybody watching. Again, thank you guys for being here. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit the like button on this video. Make sure you guys go check out Savage Crucible, as well as Nikki on Instagram as well. Make sure you guys follow them and check them out if you're not already, because definitely missing out on a lot of great stuff that they're offering for us. We're just about to end this show here, about to wrap things up. Any other news or topics or ideas or things that you guys are planning to do on the future? Any direction that you might be heading towards into the future? I know you're starting to do more into the human sculpts, the Sir Elric, steering away kind of from the reptile stuff and doing more human, which looks again amazing.
I think right now the focus is really getting Wave 2 out as soon as possible, but also making sure it's of good quality and up to expectations, and or exceeding expectations, I should say, and then getting Wave 3 into production, because we do want to make sure that the Kickstarter is fully fulfilled, and then we can really get into some more surprises and surprise directions, because
all right.
With the idea with the initial Kickstarter of showing 3 waves was just to show that we're in it for the long haul. This is the depth of the line and what you can expect. But it also had limitations with time of delivery and stuff, because there were 3 waves. It wasn't just 1 wave, right?
Yes.
And so I think for me, it'll feel really good to get the expectations of the Kickstarter to all of the backers, and then just have that ultimate flexibility of just being able to do whatever, right? And of course, you can see Rob has pursued licensed properties with Frazetta Art Museum, and also now Michael Moorcock with Elric, and then just that striking a nice balance between original IP and some licensed characters that make sense in the Savage Crucible world.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
I'm gonna ask. Actually, I do have a question. Do you guys plan on making skeleton figures?
Yeah, I think Undead is pretty high on the list. One thing that we do when we're looking at concepts and things like that, we want to make sure if there's a ton of just skeletons out there, there's multiple companies that have done skeletons. We don't want to just rehash something. We want to be able to put the sculptors and the designers spin on that, right? So it would be like a Savage Crucible spin on an undead character. So it might not just be a bear skeleton, it might be something else. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. That's exactly what I'm looking for, actually. Yeah. Thank you so much.
And I will also say there's some things that have been in the concept stage for a really long time that are classic fantasy ideas, and what's the icons, I can't think of the word right now, that even if other companies have done it, we still want to do it because we have our own take on that type of creature, or right? So
nice. Yeah. Yes. Shu says, I'd love to see a Lemurian skeleton.
Yeah.
Tyler says, I want Savage Crucible Rotten Fish zombie figures.
Yeah.
Lemurian zombies. Leeches. Yep.
That would be really cool.
Wow. Awesome. Well, I think that's everything I have. I think that all the questions I got. Deadman, is there a question you want to ask Nikki?
There was, but I think Nikki already answered it. I was going to ask about
all right.
About if they see new lines in the future, but I think it sounds like they're they're making sure that they fulfill the Savage Crucible line before they move into India.
Yeah, I will say to that, there are 2 brands now under the Harbinger Studios stable, if you will. So it's Savage Crucible, and completely unrelated is Collegiate Legends, right? So Rob and his business partner for Collegiate Legends, Holly, they have a passion for college football. And there were new rules that came about in the college football arena that allowed certain licensing liberties to be taken with individual players. And so they just announced, like they just did a stream earlier. Can't remember if it was earlier this week or last week. Time is fine. But they just announced that they already have 1 team out. They just announced, I think, 16 teams that are going to be coming out this year. So
definitely, Raven knows all about it already.
It's insane. Collegiate Legends on Instagram. I believe it's collegiatelegends.com as well. Those are all under Harbinger Studios, and they're actually going to be representing at ZolaCon as well. The tables are going to be adjacent. You're going to have a 2 to 3 tables for Savage Crucible, and then a couple of tables for Collegiate Legends this weekend.
Right on. And as Tripping with Toys is so kind to remind me, I'm supposed to ask you,
Yes.
What would you like to see people take photos of and collab with Toymerks this week?
I'm going to say Alchemy.
Alchemy.
Nice.
That's a completely new one, I believe.
Sweet.
We've been at this for like 3 years now, and that one's never come up. So
something that I usually am drawn to. So yeah.
Awesome. I love Alchemy too. Awesome.
Sweet.
Awesome.
He's not talking about the anime.
I know. I still like Alchemy. I mean, that's what made me watch the anime. Have you seen that anime, by the way, Nikki?
I have not.
Full Metal Alchemist.
I have not.
Great anime show.
Okay.
Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah, definitely recommend it if you're into anime.
I'll check it out for sure. Yeah.
Great show. But yeah,
since we're talking about anime, I gotta say this real quick. If any of you out there have not seen Blue-Eyed Samurai on Netflix, go watch it. It is absolutely amazing.
Awesome. I've heard amazing things and been urged to watch that as well. I have not gotten around to it.
There is nothing upsetting about it. It is brutal. It's beautiful. It's
so beautiful.
Everything you can think of. It made me laugh. It made me cry. It made me do all the things. And now, since the show's just about over, I'm going to take another one of these.
Awesome.
But yeah, Nikki, thank you so much again for coming on Toom tonight and sharing these wonderful experiences and news with us tonight. I'm sure the audience and the fans are very excited and very pleased to hear and know all about those things. Me included, honestly. Very excited for you guys. Very excited for Savage Crucible as a line. You guys are just awesome and amazing, and I wish you guys all the best. And yeah, just all the good.
Thank you for having me on. Sorry, Rob couldn't fully join. He's ZolaCon. People going to catch him this weekend, but really thank you for the excitement and just the enthusiasm.
Yeah, it was probably better this way, honestly.
Rob.
When we have 2 people that are like involved with the same thing, it's kind of it makes it hard to stop. Especially on time.
I hear you.
No worries. I mean, we'll definitely do this sometime again. So maybe job.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, join us on the next. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who's been watching. All of our viewers, our fans, you guys are awesome. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button before you leave. Make sure you guys go check out Savage Crucible. If you're not following them already, go follow them. Go follow Nikki on Instagram and follow Deadman as well. And yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody.
Until next week, we are out.
Thank you for tuning in. Smash that like button as if it were someone who calls you daddy. If you're not subscribed with notifications turned on, you might miss an episode when it goes live. So subscribe or be doomed to watch the replay. Go over to Instagram and follow Skeletons Collectibles, Deadman1, and Toymerks. Until next week, stay classy, toy community.